imagine? Are we all going to die?
Absolutely not. Well, maybe 80%, I don't know, give or take.
Oh, God.
Every man, take a look at the man on the left. That's the guy who's going to have your back all the way through this thing. Now, hold your gun, point your tip at the enemy and fire. Do not stop firing at the enemy unless directly ordered to do so.
Sir, 30 seconds.
Okay. This is it, boys. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Buchanan, put Skritter down. This isn't the right time to be practicing Chinese writing. We're at the enemy's doorstep, for God's sake.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Right, good. Now, they're currently held up in 2 bunkers on the north point. We need B company, that's you, to flank left side, all the way up and over. When we break from this trench, I want the grenadier unit to flank right and do what you do best. Got it? Sir, let's make this thing happen, boys. Wait. You hear that? What's that? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Take cover! Take cover! Skritter, it's the bomb. Download the link in the description for your free trial.
Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到 Mandarin Monkey 广播时间。
Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Mandarin Monkey Podcast, episode 203.
第203集。
Pretty sure it is.
大家好。
Hi, everybody. How the devil is your Friday? What's the time today? What's the time now? 几点了？
现在是他们的快要早上5点。
如果
快要星期五早上。
如果他们住在美国。Yeah.
对呀。
如果他们住在台湾 then it's 一样的时间，对不对？
是。如果你住在欧洲，你快要起床了。Oh no， 你已经起床了。
And 现在我们的几点是快4点。
快4点了。
That's actually very difficult to see my phone because the light, I don't know, you probably can't see it, but the light is reflecting right off it. And that light is, so I have to get a weird angle to try and see it.
我看得到啊。
Anyway, just a knee. So, Jintian, how are you? We hope you guys are doing marvelously.
是。
Today it's a bank holiday sort of thing for elementary school. 为什么？
因为明天是5·1劳动节 Labor Holiday.
Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing.
有吗
Yeah.
很酷吗
Yeah, it does. Oh, this is the microphone again.
可是其实啊，有很多小朋友他们就是放假不用去上学，是因为他们的老师需要放假。但是不是每个老师都可以放假，因为呢，小学、国中、高中、大学的老师不能放假。
Right. So it's only elementary school. So
只有我们的孩子。
Oh, really? Kindergarten.
对，幼稚园才有。
So elementary, junior school or whatever it is, middle school, high school,
全部都在上课。
They have to go.
对啊。
Got it.
等于是我们今天不能上班啊，今天是星期五，然后我们也是昨天才知道的吧？We just knew it yesterday.
We did, found out. And we're like, oh, and 就是为什么我们的广播是 late 很晚 because
对
because of that reason. Because 今天我们有我们的孩子。
对。
And Amma was pretty busy this morning, folks.
对，Amma 去了 funeral， 所以
从9点到12点，she was 很忙。
对呀。
So yes, that's what we've been doing, and we took our kids to the 公园，很大的公园，很烦的公园，很讨厌的。Because actually I don't like it.
公园很好，是人，好坏哦。
对，
That's a bit mean to people. 不过这真的就是人的关系，因为太多人了。还有一个很重要就是天气。
Yeah.
天气可以让所有的事情变得非常的讨厌。
Yeah.
对不对
？Yeah.
因为我们大概9点去吧。
Yeah.
9点去已经是30度了，30 degree.
Yeah.
所以这种天气是完全没有办法能够 enjoy 的天气。
我们骂饭，我们 like 骂饭挫败，很挫败，对不对？
马上挫败。对啊，对啊。哎，是怎么了
？Yeah, no, we were. That's right. So and just straight, so we get out the car and there's a 没有冷气 so straight away.
然后很多人，然后不过 Carrie 他遇到了他的好朋友，所以他
Oh, yeah.
有跟他的好朋友一起玩。
Yep, we accidentally met one of her friends in the park and her parents. And this was 很有意思，因为他们的他的朋友的父母是台湾人，他们都是台湾人。
是。
但是他们 they speak, don't they? 他们对他们的女儿说英文，对不对？
妈妈。
Okay, because I think her mum is like an 英文老师，对不对？
对，她妈妈是英文。
But you 不知道。
是啊，她是英文老师。
Yeah, she's an 英文老师。She's an English teacher, so she speaks to her daughter in English, which is kind of cool. And her 爸爸吗？
爸爸好像我不知道，我不认识他爸爸，只认识妈妈。
Oh, right, okay. You seem quite happy about it, so. 不知道 And yeah, and so she can speak English. Actually, and tomorrow, 明天我们需要去碰 who?
跟一个就是我们在餐厅遇到的一个混血家庭。
对啊 So we met we went to a place called Movenpick, which is in a mall called Torocco. The Torocco Mall, which is kind of near where we live.
对对对
20 minutes away. And in the mall, inside the mall, there is a 餐厅，它的餐厅那个餐厅的名字是 Movenpick.
莫凡比。
对，in 中文，but in 英文是 Movenpick.
Movenpick. 那这个餐厅里面就是有小朋友可以玩的地方。
There is. There's a little place that children can play. But it's like a little sand area, but instead of sand, they have these little like cafes that are
豆子。而且我们在那个 Tea Exhibition 有看到这个豆它其实是可以拿来泡茶的。
对。Oh, really?
所以我们就可以就是 steal some, 然后
No, because all the feet and stuff has been all over them.
我知道
And then make tea.
不过那个豆子其实是在那种在茶会的时候你会看到的茶豆。对，茶豆。
The tea beans.
我记得这好像是日本茶，因为只有日本茶他们的茶是用豆子去泡的。
Oh, okay.
对，像
Really?
Black bean， 你知道你有看过黑豆吗？
Yeah, but 我上就是 cafe.
不是，它不是咖啡。它是茶，有黑豆茶，还有红豆茶也有。对，不是红豆的 soup， 不是 sweet soup， 但它就是拿红豆去泡在水里面，然后就喝那个水。听说就是很健康。
Good for your health.
对
Yeah.
我知道你为什么说它很像咖啡，因为它喝起来很像咖啡。
Yeah.
是它的味道。
Oh, what's the taste?
它的味道很像咖啡。
That's weird. I mean, if it tastes like coffee, then it's coffee, isn't it?
不是，是茶。我记得我们那时候有这个 conversation， 就是说他们告诉我们这个茶喝起来有咖啡的味道。
哦，你这是那个女生 and 少数人 I was getting to 少数人 and I was trying to get to speak to you too much. Yeah, I was like, ask her questions. Yeah, 她真的喜欢茶，她要买。Yeah, I remember. 就是很好笑的，对。
他很烦，他知道我不喜欢销售员一直他们可以来说你好，你需要什么东西告诉我 If you need anything tell me 就好了。That's it, that's enough， 这样就好了。
That's all you need to say.
对，然后就让我去看你们的东西，让我能够很 relaxing， 然后很轻松的去看你们东西就好了。但他们就会这个茶很好哦，这个茶对，就开始讲 the history of the tea。那我就觉得我不想。
Yeah.
就是
Like I didn't ask you.
对，就是我不是茶 expert, so if you tell me this much, I still don't understand.
Right.
所以我就是希望，不过他让我们喝很多很好喝的茶，so that's also 还不错，还蛮好的。
I'm convinced. 我有自信 that 少数人 these 推的办法吗？推的方法doesn't work in any culture. Like it's such a repellent, like it repels you. Do you know what I mean? Like if someone goes, you want to buy some rugs? No, like I've come here for some socks. Why are you? Yeah, but rugs though, rugs. Come get some rugs. You want some rugs? Okay, I'll tell you what. I got some rugs. I want socks, dude. Leave me alone. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't.
对啊，
like
对啊。
I'm sure. Okay.
在英国也会啊。
Okay, what we have is 不是不一样. Okay, all right. So if you go into, so for example, if you go into a phone shop, and this is how it was, and 我不知道, so 如果你是英国人, and maybe you can correct me now, because maybe it's very different over the last 6 or 7 years or whatever. It's changed. I don't think so. But if it has, that'd be amazing. So if you walked into a phone shop, you would get essentially ignored.
很好。
You have to hunt them down. Oh no,
那这样也是有点不好。
it's equally as infuriating in a way.
Right， 因为就是你就是要么太多人跟你说话，
对，
要么就是你找不到人说话。
Ignore you. So you get some guys who are just over there playing on a phone, like a game on their phone, like some little young, yeah, you're right, mate, yeah, guys who's standing over there, and you have to go, excuse me, yeah, like I've been looking at the same phone for like the last 15 minutes. I've kind of been looking around, eyeing someone's attention.
是
Yeah. Can you help me? Yeah, all right, mate. What do you want? Okay. So
拜拜。
he just mated me. So I'm,
对啊，我觉得这样子也很讨厌。
yeah.
就是 useless 也是很讨厌，但是 too much help 也很讨厌。
Yeah. So too much is like, it's overwhelming because it's kind of like, you want to buy. It's like, just please, I literally have not come here for any of this. I understand the principles of it because you know, they might convince you to buy, but the approach, this 推的方法 is not the right way to do it. I think push selling, this push selling technique.
需要技术。
I always get that wrong. The pronunciation is the shu u mo ru sound, isn't it? 技术, sorry,
对
技术. This 推 selling
推销的技术。
Yeah, I want to
推销的方法。
方法吗? Okay, so this 推销的方法 is dead. This technique is dead. Do you know what I mean? I think soft selling is where it's at. Do you know what I mean? I think if you generally people, unless you're like stressed or I don't know, whatever, you go out and you shop and you might window shop, for example.
对
Like a lot of women do this, right? The window shop.
真的
You just kind of
想要出去走走看看。
yeah, it's just kind of therapy, just
Yeah.
for therapy by looking at things like, oh, I could have that. Oh, those look nice. And these things look nice. I could buy this kind of thing, whatever. That's fine. So but you're not really going out to buy anything specific. But I think even then, if someone runs out the shop and offers you rugs or something kind of irrelevant to your tea, like, look, I'm not, I don't want to. So the soft sell is essentially, oh yeah, welcome to the rug shop. If you need any help, let me know. I'm just going to be over there. I'll help you out.
哦，这样很好。
And then go away.
对
And then just wait. Because generally, if I'm if I'm a rug shop, I might want a rug. And if I need help, I'll ask, oh, come and ask for it. Or I'll do the eyes, you know, the,
Hi.
yeah, how much is this rug? Also, put the prices on 你的产品. Yeah?
这也是台湾的事吗？这也是台湾的东西吗？
Some other companies.
哦，也会 OK 好。
因为你是要问他们，
对，
他们要你问他。
对，然后他们要赶快推销给你，把这个产品推销给你。
对 push. Because yeah. Excuse me, how much is the rug? Oh, rugs. Oh no. Just tell me how much it is, please.
这样就好了。
Well, this rug. Let's talk about this other rug. No, not the other rug. Just this one. That one's $4.99, but the other one is. All right, my friend.
对呀。
Why are we talking about this?
不知道哎。
Anyway, push selling. It was dead. Yes, where's Kyrie's friend? We're back at the Gongyan. Then what happened? I'm trying to retrace my footsteps.
我们今天去公园遇到他的朋友，
Yeah.
他的朋友的妈妈说英文，
Yeah.
然后呢？
他是英文老师，他的爸爸你不认识他，然后 we somehow got onto selling rugs. And
然后
and
那个
customer service 豆子 yeah
豆子，然后就讲到了
the little cafe
销售员
right yeah and those dodo and let me tell you about this thing true like so 如果你有孩子你会知道 so if they play with sand or these little brown beads these little brown beads are like tiny little beads in place of sand right inside this Movenpick chanting and they're like 很小小的 like they're really small little
很小
but they're made of I 不知道
它就是豆子啦。
Are they though?
他们是
They're like plastic or something.
他们的名字就是餐厅的名字叫决明子的那个 beans 叫做决明子。
Yeah.
啊，那个决明子就是泡茶的决明子茶。
Oh, it's the same, really?
对，它是一样的，而且它看起来是一样的啊。
Oh, really?
I show you.
Yeah, yeah,
我说
they're the same, yeah.
这是那个啊 Movenpick 的沙子。
对啊。
We can go and steal some.
But that stuff's contaminated. But that gets everywhere. It gets everywhere. Bum cracks, socks, toes. armpits. It gets everywhere. So like I undressed Kyrie or whatever, undressed Mason to take to the 洗澡.
Yeah.
给他们洗澡. And it all goes all over the floor. 对不对？
对，好好笑。
Yeah.
对啊。
Anyway,
well,
where are we?
Isn't fun for us at that time, but 就是讲的时候就会觉得很好笑。
Right, so we had that. So that was our little experience. But actually, not today. But yeah, we went to the Gongyuan, and then we came back and we obviously recorded this.
对啊，而且那时候我们在公园就讲说，我们就是很好奇，蕊蕊他跟他的朋友会用什么样子的语言。
Yeah, we had an interesting conversation, didn't we, about that and about where it's going to go, 他的语言。
对，然后其实我去找他们的，因为他们就乱跑，他们就是到处跑 ，they run everywhere， at the park， 所以我就跟着他们，就是想要去确定他们是安全的。然后我就听到 Emily 就说，她的朋友叫做 Emily， 然后 Emily 就跟蕊蕊说 ，Come on, come on， 这样子。然后我想说，哦 ，OK， 好，她跟蕊蕊说英文，然后结果 next。In the few seconds， 那个 Emily 就说我们去玩溜滑梯，所以他们是 Chinglish， 他也是像我们一样是用 Chinglish 去讲他们的语言，他们也会 mix 他们的语言，对不对？然后我们那时候就很好奇说，蕊蕊如果之后到英国发现大家都讲英文，他应该会 mind blown。
对啊 ，and we've always said it actually. It's 很有意思 how quickly 他会换他的语言 and I guess we kind of do that as well. So
我们跟他吗
we kind of do that. Well, I mean, just us in general.
对
As a relationship, as a family, we tend to kind of do that.
Yeah.
And but we were curious. We were curious because when we put it down, like how Mason's going to turn out. 因为他的 input 是不一样。Kyrie's had like a lot more 中文 input and 英文 input than Mason has, and Mason's he's nearly 3, 快3岁。
对。
But his language at the moment is it's kind of a mix, but I'd say more English now at the moment.
对，因为他跟阿嬷说也是说英文啊。
对，
阿嬷就说我都听不懂他在讲什么，你赶快跟我翻译。而且阿嬷都会
to recognize, like
对，阿嬷都会跟蕊蕊说。蕊蕊，你可以翻译吗？给阿嬷听，然后蕊蕊就说：“阿嬷，她要鞋子。”然后阿嬷就会去拿鞋子给她。所以其实Mason 他还是有比较多的英文的 input。
Yeah, at the moment.
对
So he's picking it up from us and from Kyrie because they communicate in 英文 mainly.
对
And we communicate with them in 英文 mainly now.
对，
但是阿嬷
就输了。
Yeah, but because Kyrie's at school, she gets the Dongwon input all day, and she has that kind of immersion.
对。
So she can switch real quick and real freely. And we've had her on the podcast, so she can,
对啊
we'll keep getting her on as well. But Mason will start, and Max, obviously, it's way too early. I'm interested to see though, because
Max.
He just opened his mouth and smile. They're at 3 different stages of development. And like Kyrie's had exposure for Zhongwen and Ingwen, all the languages.
Yeah.
So I think she's got a good head start with the logic. So in her head, she's probably got quite a lot of the logic. Do you know what I mean? Like if we speak Zhongwen with her,她会听得懂。如果我们换我们的语言and short English, she will flip her logic and work that way as well. Although sometimes she confuses the two logics when she speaks.
她有时候她有时候说中文会讲英文逻辑，我发现。
Also in reverse, that she does it the same in.
对
She uses 中文 logic for some English sentences.
也会对。
So it's like you can see it's in there. Like the logics are in there somewhere. It's just about connecting them and making them kind of make sense to her. But Mason hasn't really got that basis yet because he hasn't been to school.
对
So and he'll probably go to school in England. It seems like.
Well, 对啊，我们原本的计划 the original plan is 在台湾，但是现在如果我们要去英国，就是去英国。
对 Actually, no. I think the original plan was. Well, we were going to live in England at this point anyway because of your visa. That's what the Bingdu ruined everything for everyone, didn't it? You can do that too now, by the way. It's right there. But you can't say anything. Okay. You gave me such a hard time about that button being there. You're like, oh yeah, the button's over there. You having loads of fun. And now it's here. You don't want to press it.
我没有。
Oh, okay. You don't want to say bad things. You don't have to. You can block it out. Look. Oh, I just said duck.
He did.
There you go. See? Actually, no, because they'll be able to see it, won't they? But listeners, Anyway.
Go and 看我们的 YouTube.
Where are we here? Oh, I want to tell you some things. Do you remember like last semester we were talking about last episode?
Okay.
We had that the 很奇怪的工作，对不对？
对
，no, 特别
比较不一样的工作，
对，不一样的，但是 it wasn't really 不一样。So I got some 很奇怪 ones now.
真的
？Yeah. Shall I tell you?
英文吗
？Yeah.
然後我要猜是什麼
Well, no, because I mean they're kind of some of them are obvious.
Okay.
You can guess.
好
You can guess. Here we go. A golf ball diver. A golf ball diver.
这是跟高爾夫球有關啊。Diver 不是潛水嗎
Yeah.
潛進水裡面
Yeah.
所以他們要 No 不是 literal is it 是 literal 是不是 literal
It's a literal, yeah.
真的嗎所以他們要在水裡面打高爾夫球
They'll go down into the water and get the balls.
No 為什麼
On a golf course,
Yeah
there's loads of courses with water, like lakes and rivers and whatever in it, right? And a lot of balls go into the water.
哦这個我不知道
你不知道嗎？
我不知道他們裡面會有水
So they'll hit the balls into the water, right?
為
Into
什
these
麼
lakes
要
and stuff.
為什麼要有 lake
It could for beauty and also for difficult, I guess for difficulty of shot. Like you have to like play around the lake sort of thing, play around the way. 不知道
哦所以就是真的就是潛進水裡面拿高爾夫球
Yeah, and then there's someone's job and the ball. So the ball, so it says here, as it turns out, these golf balls are not lost to the world. Many golf courses around the world will hire divers to go into the water on their golf course and fish the balls out.
好可愛哦
Golf ball divers can collect. 可愛嗎？為什麼？They can collect 2,000 to 5,000 submerged golf balls every day.
好多哦太累了吧
Yeah.
No 那可愛
That's a
很
job.
累
That's a real job.
很累耶而且很無聊 Well
無聊嗎？
diver 他們應該很喜歡游泳對不對他們應該是很愛游泳
但是我
很醜欸
我以為 like divers 他們真的喜歡 diving obviously 但是 in the sea maybe more than just like in
因為很漂亮
特別的魚
對在海裡面很漂亮但是在高爾夫球場裡面的 lake
對 it's just balls down there
對就是沒有其他東西 OK
Gotta grab those balls
哇那這樣子就是高爾夫球的潛水員
對
潛水員是 diver
Number 2 a gumologist
gum 就是那個
對呀
the gum 口香糖
對
怎麼了
What you just said there
我沒有
I'm not going to refer to it
我沒有說
OK
好 gum 是口香糖
對
然後第二個字我聽不懂
A gumologist like
Gumologist
like a Scientologist like a
我不知道
tomologist
不知道
like
他們是一種醫生嗎聽起來很像醫生
like no 不是醫生 well no 是 like 科學家
他們是科學家所以他們
like they're not that's not this job but ologist is like
OK 好我不知道
like
ologist
archaeologist they dig bones up
所以他們是在專門 create 口香糖嗎
Yeah, kind of, yeah. So these guys, their job is to basically try and test gum.
哦就是吃嗎試吃
Yeah, and then like adjust the flavor and the consistency of the thing and make it more chewy or less chewy. And it says here they're typically 科学家 and they have expertise in chemistry. And they also some are engineers, depending on where the gumologist is in the developing process. And a typical day may involve working with scientific equipment, blowing bubbles with the gum for hours to test the formula.
啊他們的嘴巴好痛哦
Right. You mean that? Yeah, it
對
probably
啊你要一直
would. Why? We know actually, because we chewed on the 100th episode, we chewed 100 gums. Oh, it was somewhere close.
40
It was a lot.
40
We like 50 each. Was it 40? Was it 20 each?
50
Was it 50?
因為是100啊
Yeah.
所以我們是50個口香糖
Yeah, and it was. It was.
不過他們不需要把50個口香糖放在嘴巴裡面他可以吃一個然後吐
Yeah.
吃一個吐我們是把50個口香糖放在嘴巴裡面
And we put it in. Yeah, we put. Yeah. Okay, number 3, a chicken sexer. A chicken sexer.
就是看那个鸡是男生还是女生。
对呀。So basically all they have to do is they you got it straight on. Yeah, how about they have to be aware of the anatomy of baby chicks. And they have to have experience with farming or ranching. So basically it's just telling the sex between male and female chickens.
所以要怎么看鸡是男生女生？
I would
他们有
imagine
Willy 吗？弟弟吗？
budget out.
我想看一下他们的弟弟长什么样子。
I'm reading. It's not telling me. It's not telling me. They need to distinguish between male and female chicks, especially because of blah blah blah. It's often someone's job to determine the sex of the chick. It doesn't say.
你知道威利在中文怎么说吗？
弟弟。
还有鸡鸡，所以是鸡的鸡鸡。
为什么你会问我呢？我们的广播如果我知道怎么说弟弟，
因为鸡鸡啊，
当然我知道鸡鸡。
我知道大家都知道弟弟，但是没有人会知道他也叫鸡。
不告诉我。
这可是我要你说，他们才会记得。你是他们的嘴巴。You're their mouth.
No, I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
弟弟可以威利可以是弟弟，也可以是鸡鸡。
现在这是我们的主题。现在这是我们的主题。OK， 好。
Please keep speaking about Willy. Go on. 所以呢 ，chicken 它也是鸡，所以 chicken Willy 就是鸡的鸡鸡。
And then if you were gonna ask me like how many chicken willies?
鸡有几只鸡鸡
There you go.
好烦。
I need to get my leg. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, that's right. You can cross your legs as well. I just wanted to get my legs in there somehow as well. Okay.
Okay.
Number 4, IMAX screen cleaner. IMAX
就是那个很大的那个电影的屏幕。
对呀。
然后他们要去擦那个电视墙。
Yep, you got it. Straight
好辛苦哦，那个很大。
Yeah. So they said, obviously those massive screens get a surprising amount of dust and dirt over time. These people basically clean these massive screens.
他们就是清洁员，那就是 cleaners， 但是他们就是在 IMAX 里面的清洁员。
Yeah.
No, IMAX 里面的屏幕清洁员。
Yeah.
Okay, 辛苦了。
It's, I mean, and we should thank them really.
真的，因为
because their job, it takes several hours. It takes a few hours
一定
because it's such a huge thing, right?
对啊。
5, a dice quality inspector.
Dice 就是那个游戏的 dice。
对。
然后嘞，quality
inspector.
为什么 dice 要看它的 quality 好不好？它的品质好不好？
Well, because they have to have very specific. I should stop doing this motion.
对。
They have to have, this is dice.
Yeah. Sure.
Dice have to be balanced, don't they? Otherwise it would roll funny. They have to be perfectly balanced in a way, because if you roll a dice, it has to be equal on all sides. So it's equally as likely to land on a 6 as it would be on a 3. You know what I mean? So you can have cheat dices where it's weighted on one side, so it always lands on a 6.
真的吗？
Yeah. So they have to make sure they're weighed properly. Just going to roll these 2 dice. They have to make sure it's weight, I guess, you know.
OK. 所以那些就是在那种Las Vegas， 他们如果有些人是真的要 cheat 的话
Yeah, 但是 in the casinos, 他们有their own 自己的dice, obviously, 当然, so nobody can cheat. You can't really bring your own dice. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
你知道那种 cheater 我们叫他们老千。
Oh, really?
就是他是老千，你只要说他是老千，就代表他是喜欢作弊。
Oh, this kind of cheater?
对，不是那个 relationship cheater，
不是不一样。
对，一个对。
哦，你要解释吗？
在玩那个 poker game 的时候，他们就是 cheater， 他们是老千。
老千，yeah，
就这样而已。
为什么？我
不知道为什么。
This is old money.
千是那个 thousand 的千，1000的千
，older thousand。对，
我不知道为什么叫千。I don't know why it's thousand, but it just 老千。对呀。
Interesting. Number 6, this is obvious, a full-time Netflix viewer. A full-time Netflix viewer.
所以他们是要去看所有在 Netflix 上面的影片吗？
Yeah.
为什么
？I'm going to read it.
Oh.
No, sorry. Imagine binge watching your favorite shows all day and then getting paid for it. That's more or less what happens in this position that Netflix recently created. So they've hired someone to watch all of their content and tag it with appropriate genres before it's released to the public. So this person is the reason you can always find the right kind of content they're looking for. So like they'll watch it and see whether it's a
好的还是不好的
game show, comedy, or like a not 好不好 it's just like what genre it is, horror, violent, action, whatever it is.
Right, 所以他们是分类员，他们像是很像要把它放在对的 category 的意思一样，他们是分类员。分类员，分是 divided，
yeah，
然后类是类别的类，就是 types kinds 的类。
Right,
所以
right.
分类就是 divided types into the right category。分类员
like and that's 销售员的员。
对，
Yeah.
销售员的员。
Okay. 12. Number 12. We're in on 7.
第12
7.
第7个。你怎么会有12这个数字啊？
I don't know why it's there. Because there's only 10 of them, I think. 7. Train pusher.
就是很像在健身房的那种教练嘛，就告诉你
哪一个
再多一
国家
点，再多一点，这样吗？
哪一个国家？
哪一个国家？
Yeah.
美国？
Nope.
英国？
Nope. This specific job. 火车推人吗？
哦，
推人。
你知道我在想什么吗？
Sure.
I said it is a personal trainer who told you, come on, 再多一点 pusher.
Yeah, all right. Like, okay, like one more rep.
Train.
Do it again, one more, come on.
对啊 ，train 啊
Yeah.
train
Spotting
pusher.
partner, yeah.
所以那是我第一个 image.
Okay, so training. Okay,
哦，所以是火车的推火车的人，
对，
在哪一个国家？
我会给你提示，日本。
在日本。
Yeah. What do you think they do? What do you think they do? It's in Japan, but what do you think this job does? This person does as a job?
他们要去推火车啊？
不是，他们推 what?
Push
Yeah.
火车
不是，
推什么？哦，推那个点心啊、茶啊、咖啡
Nope.
的人。
No, but good guess though. No, this is more 很多人，很多人。
很多人
Yeah. 太多人。
他们要把你推进火车里面。
They will. Okay, I'm just going to help you, right? If there's too many people, right?
Yeah.
These people will help, I believe. They will help people push people
Yeah.
onto the train to pack them in as tightly as possible.
对啊，那是我说的，
right.
就是把他们推进火车里面啊。
对，
太多人的时候。
太多人。
Wow.
So all these people crowding outside, they'll literally pack them in and push them in tight.
像羊一样。
就是 hell.
Yeah, like that sheep.
Yeah, it's hell.
他们是
Just wait for the
shepherd.
next one.
Yeah, 他们是 shepherd， 然后这些人
Yeah,
就是
true.
sheep.
Yeah.
进去。
Get in.
哎，这可以问 Susan 呢，因为 Susan 会不会知道啊？Susan.
You think she'll know? Because she always 她住在日本。
请问，在日本有没有在专门推人进火车的人？
对 ，and I don't know whereabouts exactly. Is in 大阪，不知道，or Tokyo maybe.
哦，他们有OK， 所以不是在日本的每个地方。
不知道，
我们在
we
日
didn't see any.
本，对啊，我们在日本的时候没有看到。
No one's pushing us into
Right.
trains. We were never that busy. I remember it was never really that busy. We were in Osaka, weren't we?
对，那时候刚好，可是那时候是 summer vacation，暑假哎，所以应该是很多人吧，but 没有看到。
No.
对啊，还好，没有很
Maybe because it was during summer vacation, you think it's more busy because there's loads more kids out. But no, we didn't really have to get pushed in any car, even to Disney or whatever, or Universal or whatever it was.
哇，因为我们看到很多人，我们就会 OK， 你们
Off
先
you go, we'll get the next one.
Yeah,
没关系，
没关系 ，We're not in rush.
Yeah. Well,
对啊。
8, a dog food taster.
为什么？
Well, you know, I mean, that's obvious, isn't it? Tasting dog food. So in the same way that human food is tasted before it's offered for sale, dog food has to be tasted as well. Dogs can't verbally communicate what they think of the food. So many food companies opt to hire human testers to assess the flavor and the texture. Oh, come on.
我记得狗狗的食物都很咸呢。
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
很咸。
Well, you say that I don't know because I've never tasted
我
it.
吃过啊。
Why? Why have you done
很
that?
好奇。
Because you're curious about dogs.
不是那个，不是一颗一颗那个 dog food， 是他们的罐头 ，the canned food。
That's worse. That's like the worst thing to
很
taste.
好
Biscuits.
它闻起来
饼干吃。
饼干有吃过。
That's disgusting.
对，很好吃，还蛮好吃的。
Okay.
但是的康复其实很咸，真的很咸。那猫咪的呢？
No.
如果有狗狗的，那有没有猫咪的？
Maybe. Wait, they must have. They must have human testes as well.
猫咪的也很好吃。
Now, hold on. You ate dog food.
没有，我只是试试看。
Yeah.
对啊。
So, yeah, that's the same thing, isn't it? I don't mean eat the whole thing. You
没
try
有
dog
啊
food.
就是这样子啊，就是拿一点点 like very
破破的吗
very yeah 破破的。
And how old were you?
那时候
22.
没有啦，那时候还蛮小的。
Oh, really?
我小时候真的做很多很多很好笑的事情。
Disgusting.
呀，我真的有吃过。
Number 9. Odor tester. An odor tester.
我不知道 odor 是什么
Like body odor.
啊 ？odor， 哦，这叫 odor。
对啊。
Is that why? Because you say OB the other
BO,
day.
BO.
BO.
Yeah.
BO 是什么
Body odor.
？OK 啊，好笨哦。
Yeah. But don't worry, I wasn't saying
Okay,
BO because
odor.
of Eula. There wasn't Eula that smelled. It was someone else. Oh no, I think it was just like the general area. I was like, this smells like BO. This area smells like BO, wasn't it? Yeah.
应该是你的吧
What?
BO tester 什么意思？他们要闻吗
Not？ odor tester, not just a BO tester.
还
Yeah.
是那个roll 的 tester？
So deodorant, perfumes, other products that smell, yeah, they need to hire people to smell the smell, right?
哦，所以就是那些 under the roll 是不是
The roll on,
？The roll on
roll on.
是不是？
So companies often run tests where real humans try the products and assess the smell. So they'll get someone sweaty, someone has some exercise without anything on, then they'll put the new smell on, then they'll get someone to go smell it to see whether it works or not and what they think about the odor.
啊，好可怜哦。
I think this is, I'm just mind.
Okay, so the roll on 它的名字叫做体香剂。
The roll on.
The roll
What
on
about deodorant? Like the spray?
那是喷雾剂，芳香喷雾剂。
And what do you prefer? Which one do you prefer?
我都是讲，我忘记了。
I've heard like a lot.
哦，对不起，我回来了。
没关系啊。
芳香剂，芳香剂就是
That's what you prefer.
芳香，就是那个味道的香。
Yeah.
芳只是一个字。
Do you prefer the roll then?
哦，你说哦，我以为你是说你喜欢哪一个中文字？
No. That would be crazy.
喷的
Oh, really?
spray one
Yeah. Why? Why didn't you have any then?
不会很湿？
你有吗？
没有。
You have a roll on?
对，
为什么？
不知道。
Okay, this is weird. I mean the conversation.
哦
Very hard
我知道为什么，因为它太冰了，就是你喷的时候它会很凉。
I actually find that when I use that, the spray stuff, it 让我的like 呼吸 like
很不舒服。
很难，不舒服。
对，
Like
因为你会
I have to hold my breath.
对
And then put it on, and then like go out somewhere else to like get away from the thing. Otherwise, it'll give me breathing problems.
它有那种很多的 like tiny
Put your dow in it,
对
like little bastards
对
in it. That was too late. Yeah. So, but I mean, but I've also heard that both of them block your pores, right? Of your skin and make you sweat from other places because it blocks your armpits, so you sweat in your whatever, bum
I mean,
or whatever.
我还是有体香剂，但是我还是会流汗啊，
Right.
所以好像没有用诶。Not working well.
I read the other day. Here's the thing about smell. Now we're talking about smells. I read the other day somewhere我忘记了, and I should remember it because it's a source of maybe this is rubbish. I read the other day that it said someone's having a conversation about smelly people. It's people in smell generally, right? And then obviously this must have been Facebook because it's toxic. But then races came up, right? And I think there was a Taiwanese person saying something about Waigoran smelling. Taiwanese person in the thing in the chat thing.
God.
So, it's all right. Don't say oh God.
Huh?
Don't say oh God. It's okay. You don't represent all Taiwanese people in this case.
I know.
There are idiots in all.
I just
all
feel
cultures.
sorry for my country that other
They
people
don't
will
represent
think.
your whole country.
I know, but I love my country. If there's like bad news about Taiwanese and the foreigners know, I'll feel shame. Like, God, why do we do this?
You can't.
Anyway.
Unfortunately, we cannot help idiots.
I know. Okay. 继续没关系。
Yeah. So when they were saying that 外国人他们会来 and obviously 我们不知道 like how 热 it is in this country. So 我们会 like 流很多汗 everywhere. We'll sweat a lot because we don't realize how hot it is. So we'll like march out like, oh yeah, let's go out and cycle or whatever whatever we think we want to do. And it's just like it's humid and it's like 35度 and you're like oh, okay. So it's that kind of weather. And then you're wearing like a shirt and jeans and you're just sweating from everywhere. So you go into 7-Eleven to cool down. But you're just like, oh, like you've been running and you've only literally just walked out from your apartment to the shop and you're like, yeah. And like, you know, obviously like Taiwanese people are like, oh my God, he's so sweaty. Like, yeah, because we don't know. Like now, if you live here, then you get used to, you know, what to do and what not to do. But like when you come here, obviously, you don't know that. How humid it is. So unless you like live in Florida or something, but so that sort of came out. That thing is like white guy and like sweat a lot and all this kind of stuff. And then they went on to smell, and then they said Asian people don't smell. Someone said Asian people don't smell.
That's not truth.
Of course it's not.
Everyone,
because humans.
Yeah,
human
it's not
beings.
About race.
It's not at all. It's just about
you're human, so you sweat.
And it's also about like hygiene and I guess diet as well in a way, but you know, because whatever. But generally, if you shower, you don't smell so much.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sometimes in Taiwan, it can get so hot that you can have a shower and immediately you come out, you start smelling immediately because it's hot already again.
哇，那你也很臭欸。
对. And I was like, what are you talking like? I don't know why it always has to revert back to these kind of conversations.
I don't know, 我不知道。这些人就是他们就是头脑有问题。
Yeah.
对，我
I don't know, but anyway, it's like you come on, dudes. Look, if you smell, you smell. It doesn't matter where you're from.
这就很像你的医生啊。哦，no， 我们台湾人很喜欢的什么嗝屁，什么嗝屁
，colonoscopy，
yeah， colonoscopy，
colonoscopy，
yeah，
不用告诉他们吗？
你的医生实在是 ridiculous。好，你说。
Oh really?
你说
Yeah. So my maybe I've said this before on the podcast, but 不知道。But me and the 医生，me and my 肚子的医生 had like a 很有意思的对话 where we were talking about having. He said to me, "Do I want a colonoscopy?"
我可以讲中文吗？因为我讲不出那个英文。
为什么
？I can't say that English.
Oh, colonoscopy.
对
Just call it bumoscopy.
我可以讲内视镜就好吗？
Yeah, 可以。
中文是内视镜。
内视镜 yeah. So he said, 你要内视镜吗？内视镜 and I said, do you think I should have one? Because the question obviously is a 就不一样的问题. So there's one way is 医生 should say, I think 我想你需要。
对。
I think you need because we need to test for this, this and this, and I think we might be able to, you know, get a better answer or a quicker recovery, whatever the 意思 is.
同意。
他们需要告诉你。
对。
they 不需要 like or at least say, look, I think you should need this. Is that okay? Like, but the point is they start the sentence with 我想你需要。
对，这才是重点。That's the point.
Yeah, right. And 然后你可以问我如果我要不要。
对。
Because they've already said, I think you need this.
对啊。
Do you want that? But he didn't say that. He said 你要不要？内视镜。内视镜。你要不要内视镜？ And I said, well, no. I mean, obviously, I said, do you think I need one? And he was like, I don't know. Do you want one? Like the question back at me, and I'm like, dude, look.
我们之前已经有这种对话很多很多次了。
So yeah, 你 sorry 不好意思，所以你的意思，所以他的意思是，你要不要like a 小的相机在你的屁股里面？你要不要？当然我不要。这是很笨的问题。Like who's going to want a camera up their bum?
对啊。
That's just you know. So. He's like, oh, why? Are you scared? Like a bully? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, why do you think what do you mean scared? And I said, no, if you don't think I need one, I won't have one. If you think I need it, I'll have it, right? If it helped my condition, I'll have it, of course. And he said, oh, no, because Waigoran, you guys are generally, you're scared of 内视镜.
Yeah.
内视镜. And I was like, what? And he said, no, because we Taiwanese, we're braver and we don't mind it. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, 你通常用麻醉剂，如果你有 this 内视镜 I can't remember it.
没关系，你需要说就像
现在
类固醇一样。 like 类固醇，你需要说很多次 to get to it。
内视镜，
对，内视镜。
By the way, you're now experiencing me learning a word, colonoscopy. 内视镜。Yeah, colonoscopy. Oh, you have to learn that one as well. Colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
Wow. 内视镜。
内视镜。
Colon.
Colon 是什么
？Is the part of your bum.
哦，那是 colon.
Colon. It's like the pipe. The pipe. 从你的肛门
进去。
Yeah, looks like 到你的大肠。
大肠。
Yeah.
Colon 是肛门吗？
No, it's the
colon 是那个工具。
对，
工具。
It's that
tool
条路。
那条路。
对啊。
That road.
内视镜。
Just go to that road.
Yeah, up that road. Yeah, just go up that road. And that's the way I think. It's because they stick it up there, right?
Yeah.
With that sound. Oh, but apparently Taiwan Ren love it. They love it, and they don't have Mazwiji like anesthetic because they're brave. And I was kind of like, that's not relevant. Like, why?
Do you know? 你知道？对不起，
那没关系。
你知道吗？如果 if I was there，我会说医生，我是台湾人，我不要。
Yeah, Taiwan.
Explain that.
I should have asked the 护士如果他要。
Yeah, 你喜欢吗？护士你喜欢吗 ？Right.
Yeah.
你为什么是台湾人会不怕？当然台湾人怕啊！为什么你在讲什么
Yeah, exactly. It was such a weird conversation. And then in the next setting, the same doctor had like a similar conversation with the next time, but this time it was like reverse. So he said, because I challenged him this time and said, dude, can you stop asking me what I want and tell me what I want? I said, where I'm from, the doctor
告诉你做什么
the doctor 的病人的关系是不一样，很不一样，因为我们的医生会告诉你，对啊，你是对啊，我们的医生会告诉你你需要什么，他们会 recommend 推荐，no that's a different yeah 可以用推荐建议
他们会建议你
推荐是 like I recommend this restaurant
对对对，就是他们很棒，然后我要告诉你他们很棒，
对，就是我推荐他 or whatever 我推荐这个广播So he will recommend like I don't know whatever treatment is yeah he'll suggest the treatment 建议那个 treatment
对
and 然后你可以 make a 决定 so 你可以决定 like so generally I've been in where they say look we're going to give you some blood tests and then we're going to give you an x-ray and we think you should have an endoscopy to make sure that this and this and this is fine. Okay. And you could go, and at that point you could go, oh, no, I'm scared. I don't want to do it. But generally it's like, okay, if you have to do it, you do it. They tell, 他们告诉你。但是这个医生说 okay, 你要不要 And then if you ask him a question, do I need it? 不知道，你要不要 You've been there. And it's not like I'm lying. Or like you've been there when he's done that. Right. He gives us the options and says, and keeps saying, I don't know. Do you want it? I don't know. Do you want it? Anyway, so I told him, I told him that where I'm from, this is 很不一样。为什么你为什么要问我？为什么你问我？ And he said, oh, it's because, Western doctors are brave and big and strong and confident. And I'm like, okay, well, now you've painted in my head.
Another race.
Now you think our doctors are like bodybuilders. And do you know what I mean? Is that what he's saying? Like you painted that image in my head now. Like they're all like, okay, come here. And they're not. Like they're not. There's normal people, right?
Yeah, 他们就是一般的医生。
Yeah, and he said, because us Taiwanese are very small and timid. I'm like, no, you're not. It's
big.
It's per doctor.
You're fat, so 就是你很胖 so 你很大 so tell me 告诉我
I think 我想他的意思是 like we're not brave enough to tell you. I was like, no, there are plenty of doctors in Taiwan who are brave enough to tell you. Yeah. This is just the way you do it.
对
You handle it this way.
真的
Whereas I think, because other doctors will go, right, you need to do this. Like, let me give you a good example. I'm like pointing at you here. You're the only one in the room. So they're not really there.
没关系啊请
When we had Max and Mason and Kyrie, well, Kyrie's a bit different because we were住在英国. 但是 when we had the baby, your doctor, that 女生医生 she told you, like she was like, we're going to. She wasn't like,
are we going?
Yeah, like, do you want an ultrasound? She was like, no, lay down. We're going to have an ultrasound. You need an ultrasound. And then and then she says stuff like, right, when you come in next time, we're going to give you a blood test and then we're going to, and then we're going to, and then you're going to. It wasn't like, but she did it in like a friendly manner and said like, because in a way, when she check this, blah, 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 make sure the baby's healthy. And
还有那个flu shot， 我在38 weeks 的时候，他就说，妈妈，我们要 flu shot， 这是他的句子 ，That's her sentence， 妈妈，我们要 flu shot。Right， 因为这是保护你的宝贝。
对 ，so right，
所以他是告诉我要什么，然后我就说 OK 好。他不是说妈妈你要 flu shot 吗？那为什么我要 flu shot？No， 就是看你啊，这个看你啊，就是你要让你的宝贝 ，Do you want your baby safe? Of course， 就是这种。
因为我现在吃我的午餐，所以你要不要？要吗？
对啊，他是直接告诉我妈妈，我们要 flu shot， 这是对你的宝贝很好的。然后我就 OK 好，就是很简单的 conversation 就这样 done。没有。
See, that should be it. And even that Nansen, that the gynecologist guy, you know, the Nips, Dr. Nips, yeah?
Dr. Nips.
Dr. Nips. Dr. Nips. Okay, better. Even he was like, right, we got to check your num-nums now. Or can you get on the thing? We've got to do the thingy. Or you need to go out and get a blood test. It wasn't like, do you want me to check now? It was like, I'm checking now. We have to do this now.
对，还有他有一个很好的 example， 就是这个 Dr. Nips 这个医生，他那时候我们有 Max 的时候，我其实很难过。I was really upset， 不是因为我们有 Max， 是因为的病毒的COVID。然后我们就去看了这个医生，我们就有问医生说you know， 因为现在病毒很严重，所以我们不知道要不要这个 baby。这个医生他不是说看你啊，你要这个 baby 吗？他是说妈妈不用担心，没事的。他会告诉你没有关系，你可以有 baby。现在很多妈妈他们都 pregnant， 他们都怀孕啊，他们也不会担心，所以不要担心，然后就好好的就是 relax， 然后有这个 baby 就好了。
对啊，所以他的个性很好。I think we said this before， 他的态度很好。
他的态度很好，而且他会告诉你说不用担心这个，你只要就是 relax， 然后享受这个 baby 就好了。所以他也没有说你要这个 baby 吗？看你啊，你要不要这个 baby？他也没有这样说。
Yeah, no, he's good. A very good example for it. So this, and I think, and there's a comfort, right? There's a kind of a comfort in being told what to do. 你知道吗？ Especially by like people that you assume are experts at what they do and they know what they're doing.
对。
Because when you go in there, you have no goddamn idea what your problem is, right? You probably Googled it and you think, oh shit, I'm dying of, I've got the cancer or something. I don't know what, you know, like me, like I'm dying of this thing. I'm losing so much weight.
对啊。
They're experts. So I want someone to go, look, dude, don't worry about it. I've seen this 1,000 times. It's probably, but we need to do some tests. First, we're going to stick one up your bum. 内视镜 Nice. 你好厉害哦。英文很难呢。Colonoscopy.
你看有几个 syllables?
Colonoscopy.
5个。
Yeah.
内视镜3个。
Yeah. Well, if you know like oscopy, because there's quite a few oscopies going on in the world.
Oscopy.
An oscopy.
Colonoscopy.
Yeah. Colonoscopy. Colon. Like Elon.
Elon Musk.
Yeah. Elon. Colon. Like Elon Musk's brother. Colon. Yeah. Colon and Elon.
Elon. Oscopy. Colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Yay! 谢谢。
Okay, now say it in a minute.
好。
Without.
我应该可以，因为你给我一个故事。So.
If you introduce yourself next Guambo as colonoscopy.
大家好，我是 colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy, 对。Because I had do you remember the name of the one I had down here?
What's that?
This.
不知道。
social.
不知道。
An endoscopy.
The end.
Yeah. An endoscopy.
Huh?
Endoscopy.
Endoscopy.
Yeah, an endoscopy. Yeah. Endoscopy, colonoscopy, aka bumoscopy.
Bumoscopy.
Yeah. Oh, so there's appendoscopy or something. What is that? Anyway,
他们全部都叫做内视镜。
I don't know.
Yeah, they just call 内视镜。
Well, all of them, both ends.
对啊。
Oh wow, that's so interesting.
因为他们就在里面。
Are you sure? Because you need 不是。
我听他们讲的。
Oh really?
有听医生讲的。
But about the colonoscopy or about the
对啊，就是
endoscopy?
上面下面都是
No, surely it's different. No, I'm sorry, it has to be different.
general 吧
Yeah.
他会不会是说 in general 就都是内视镜
General 吧 OK 谢谢医生。
都是内视镜，但是就是从不一样的地方。
因为你知道为什么我想的是他们是不一样，因为如果你去看医生，你说我有肚子问题，你需要内视镜 right 你需要内视镜you got a 50% chance whether they're going to stick it down your throat or up your bum.
哦，我懂了。我的意思是这个东西叫做内视镜。
这是相机吗
The camera 是内视镜，但是那个 for 大肠
Yeah.
to check your 大肠 that is 大肠镜。
Oh, okay.
然后从上面下来是小肠镜。
Because it's a small intestine.
对
Yeah.
所以下面是大肠，上面是小肠。
All right, there you go.
但是那个照相机是内视镜。
Oh.
对
And this is the general the thing.
因为我听你的那个 fat 的很胖的魏医生他说内视镜，因为我说什么是什么狗皮，我那时候第一开始我不知道英文的时候，我说那是什么什么皮，那是什么中文，他说内视镜啊。
Yeah. 内视镜
对啊
So you just said 内视镜
他就
just
说内
because
视
you didn't
镜
want to tell you the medical terms for it.
他不想告诉我
Oh,
所以他们都叫做内视镜。
I've had to learn encephalic enteritis. God, that's try that one.
不要
Okay.
那是有几个 syllable
Eosinophilic
philic
eosinophilic
5个
enteritis. It's two words though. Eosinophilic enteritis. My eosinophils are going crazy. They're having a party. Just to say.
哦妈妈
Oh.
没关系，阿嬷打电话来了，
对啊
但是我们先录影没关系。
We'll don't worry, we'll sign off in a minute. Anyway, I'm going to take the last job. That was
最后一个了吗
the one was an odor tester.
Okay.
See that odor tester job?
Odor test 哦对对对
内视镜
What
I just want to say 内视镜
Odor tester
The odor
哦
tester.
闻腋下
对啊
的这个地方叫做腋下 by the way 你的 armpit 是腋下
腋下 yeah.
BO 是腋下
No.
BO 是味道
Yeah, BO 是味道
BO 是味道那armpit 是腋下
对 I think see this is what you think lamb smells like.
对啊
是 BO.
对啊他们就是闻起来很像腋下
对
BO 味道
That's probably Kyrie.
我可以再讲 BO 是狐臭吗
是狐臭吗？
这有点 animal
狐臭
cyst 有一种 animal cyst 因为狐是 fox 狐狸的狐
Oh.
臭是
Smelly, yeah.
臭的那个臭很臭的臭
狐臭
So BO 是狐臭
Yeah.
所以人家说你的狐臭你有狐臭
Why is that relevant though?
I don't know
臭我 understand.
因为
but 什么
我刚刚
fox
讲
的
armpit 是腋下但是我没有讲 BO 是什么 BO 是狐臭是 fox smell
Oh, of course.
所以有一种
We don't even have
That's why.
foxes. We don't have foxes here. Do we have foxes?
我不知道
Yeah. Answer it.
要吗
On the podcast, see if it's Kyrie.
好啦
I'll talk.
喂
Oh, there you go. Is this it? Kyrie ma? Which one is it?
What do you say? What's that?
What do you want? Mail ma?
That's Amma. What's that, Mace? Okay. Bye, Mace.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
Okay, that was that. See, that's what happened. Mummy. Okay.
Bye, mommy.
10. Keeper of the cup. The keeper of the cup.
The keeper of the cup. 他们是在收集杯子的人
Kind of. Yeah. It's actually for something called the Stanley Cup, which is a
Stanley
championship. So the Stanley Cup is awarded to a championship team in the National Hockey League. And the Stanley Cup itself is a large, very expensive cup where there are no duplicates. And if something happened, so there's no duplicates if there's something to happen to the first one. The keeper of the cup is hired every year to basically keep the cup safe and accompany it in all its travels. It's basically babysitting a trophy.
哦，是一个奖杯
Yeah, like we call it a cup. Yeah.
哦，奖杯 trophy 是 cup。
Yeah.
哦，你们会叫 trophy cup。
Yeah, like, you know, you in a cup,
Soccer,
like yeah,
像那个什么
soccer,
足球杯
football, don't call it soccer.
Football cup
Yeah,
competition.
yeah,
哦，了解。I didn't connect with that.
yeah. I mean,
不是真的这个杯子的 cup.
No, yeah, I know what's Danny.
是奖杯的 cup.
Yeah, but it kind of is a cup in a sense, like it's just a big container that doesn't have anything in it. I mean, I think people put champagne or whatever, but but yeah, it's like a big, it's a trophy.
Trophy. OK， 好，他们是奖杯。
There's someone who looks after the Stanley Cup.
哦，当然啊，那么贵，很贵。
There's this little thing,
刷一个
right?
保镖。
Don't you call me that?
保镖是 bodyguard.
Yeah, no, what's that? But don't you said it with your mouth.
保镖
Your mouth went all 保镖.
保镖
It went all funny, like I don't know, like a
trophy 的
Xiao
保
Bing or something.
镖。保镖。
保镖. Yeah, so that was the 10 strangest jobs. There you go.
我觉得很好玩呢，很有趣，就是知道这些人他们是有存在这个世界上，然后他们的工作就非常的不一样。虽然有些他们感觉起来很无聊，像那个在高尔夫球场的潜水员，他们要每天去捡那个球。可是我觉得那个狐臭的闻狐臭的也很好笑。
Yeah,
Bio smeller
tester. Yeah, that's 很奇怪。你上 like 哪一个工作是 like 最无聊？
最无聊啊
Not all of those, just out of anyone you can think of.
我知道的吗？就是我知道的。
哦，
你 mean among the one I know？ 最无聊的
工作哪一个？
哦，你记得我们去 Art Museum？ 我们去台中的 Art Museum 美术馆。By the way, museum 是博物馆，
对
，Art Museum 是美术馆，
对，
因为美术是 art，so 美术馆里面那些都在站在美术馆里面的 every single room， 他们就在看你，有没有 step over the line onto the floor。
That's their job. 他的工作是 just tell you，
就是要看
don't step over the line。
对，不要踩。一点点啦，一咪咪就是不小心的 like by accident， 他说不行。
也担心他们不可以用 like 大声，他是要说 like 很小声 like just like point at you and just like no。
对，
不行，不用，
对，
不行。
对。
You're like, okay, mum, thanks so much.
Like even 小小的不小心就是 walk slightly over the line， 他们就这样子。
Yeah.
各位这样子。然后 I was like， 我们好像是在看一幅画吧，然后那个画上面就是猩猩、猴子，猴子 family 记得吗？然后我说这个是 daddy， 然后我没有了 I didn't really touch the painting， 但是我是 point， 然后那个人就说
Yeah, but your finger went over the line, right? Yeah.
对，他就是 went over too far， 然后他说不行。
But just explain it, like there are tape, there's tape. They put tape on the floor about like half a meter away from the wall where the paintings are and whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like you've got like a half a meter gap. You can stand back and look at these paintings, whatever. But if you put any appendage over the line, they'll give you the finger. And yeah.
I mean, 如果今天真的是小孩子 if it's child， 然后他们跑来跑去 I get that， 他们可以 they do their job， 但是我只是 like by accident I'm obviously watching those painting and I didn't know I was walking over too far away. Too far
over the line.
Too far over the line. 他们就还是这样，就会觉得you don't have to be like that， 不需要，就是 relax 没关系。对啊，这是我觉得最最最无聊，他们就要站在那边然后这样 like wood， 然后这样
Yeah.
No go。
That is a boring ass job. And in an art gallery as well, because it's quiet.
对。
So it's really boring. And you just have to stand. There's no seats. You just have to stand the whole time. You're in the same room all the time with the same art. And people they're art people.
对啊。
Or you get like idiots like us who walk in just like, what is this? Oh, what is this? Right? There was like pictures of Mao Zedong, right? In Taiwan. Oh.
Yeah,
there was like a gallery of Mao Zedong eating stuff on a plane and with his big face and then soldiers, like Chinese soldiers doing whatever, blah, blah. Like it was really provoking to Taiwanese people. I suppose that's the reason. You know, if you, like in England, for example, or the States or whatever, it's imagine, I guess it's the same would be to have like a picture of Hitler a gallery with Hitler. I mean, talking massive portraits of Hitler or whatever, of him eating and his salt and the Nazis or whatever.
I think that painting was the biggest in that room. It
was
building.
Huge.
That's the biggest one.
I think there was similar. Anyway, it was big. It was too big for a face. It was his huge face. And it was a painting, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah, it was a painting. But it's kind of provoking, I think. It's just sort of like make you think, why would they? Anyway, in the next room, lo and behold, on the wall, there wasn't like amazing, realistic landscapes of fantasy. There was porn on the wall. Pardon? There was porn on the wall. As in, there were people making sweet tropical love on the wall. In pictures. They weren't paintings. They were photographs of people having sex on the wall. Like a couple of guys having sex, a couple of women having sex, a man and a woman having sex, a guy on his own with his twig and berries out, laying on the bed, a woman, same thing, legs akimbo.
Yeah.
And our kids were there. And to be honest,
they didn't
even really notice.
因为其实它是很 blur， 这些照片是很 blur。所以你要这样 Really is that porn？ 你要真的吗？他们真的是在做爱吗？这样子，对，我们小孩没有看到，所以他们没有问妈咪为什么他们在做什么，那会变很尴尬。
Kyrie did say, "Look, 没有衣服 but to a statue."
真的
It was a statue. He's like, "Ah, 没有衣服." I was like, "No, he's got like pants on or whatever." And she's like, "Nah, it's still but from top to top." I was like, "Yeah, it's cool." Yeah, that was Chigua, and it was a bit of a boring.
But we do. 我们有找到3幅画是真的很漂亮。
Yeah.
有看到，就是他们的那种 technique， 然后看起来是真的很像真的照片。
这是技术吗？
技术，就是真的是画非常好的画画技术。
Yeah, this technique. Yeah, because I think we both as humans appreciate art in different ways. Obviously, like I don't appreciate, and I think maybe you're the same. People who it looks like they put paint in their mouths and just spat it on a piece of thingy. We're not like, oh wow, that's amazing art. We kind of think, What we appreciate is like realism. It doesn't matter what you paint. They could paint like a city or a fantasy thing or something in their head or whatever. But long as it's like this, like
真的有看到技术的，来你可以看到这个技术是很棒的那种。
Yeah, like Mark Crilly, for example.
对。
The style, I know he does like anime style, comics and stuff, but he's also, do you remember they drew that water bottle, the realism with a pencil, and it looked real like a photo. That's an amazing, like when I look, I'm like, okay, wow, that's good, that's cool.
这是真的，就我们那时候，对，我们那时候看到也是一个女人，她躺在 on the beach， 在沙滩上面。
Yeah, that one too, yeah.
然后我就说，这是真的照片吗？然后我们就真的 get close to it， 这不是，这是用画的，对
，Yeah, that kind of stuff.
That was amazing. Wow. 对，那是真的很棒。还有一个是a building， 一个大厦，一个大楼，然后它的 lighting 真的是很棒。
Yeah, the reflections.
对
right? Yeah,
真的
stuff like
很
that.
棒，
就是很好。And but 但是 the other stuff, and I know it's subjective. Like it's whoever you are. Some people think that sticking a condom on a pin and then pinning that to the I don't know, the stuffed ass of a rat. That's art. Nah. To me, I just like.
我们比较不是那一派的啦。We are not that. We don't have that preference. 就是我们的 preference 比较不一样。
No, I think I had more fun outside, sitting down on the grass, watching the kids play, than being in there.
Yeah. That's slow motion.
Mason's face.
Yeah, sorry. 对不起
You can't really.
Mason 我们在那个草地上玩，然后 Mason 呢就爬上了他的 pram
推车，
他的推车，然后呢就爬 to the end， 然后当然 you can think what's gonna happen， 就是the 推车 will collapse， 就啪，但是那个 collapse 这个倒下去的动作不是来这样子它是然后我就看到 Mason 的脸是
His face, was scared all the way down, mouth open, shocked that it was heading down, but he wasn't moving. He froze still and then shocked all the way down on slow motion.
And I caught that moment. It was 很好笑 and it's still in my head. You just bring that memory back. 真的很好笑，很可爱。Yeah.
Yeah. While
That
Kyrie
was
was dressing you like a flower, 对不对？
对呀。
Yeah. Anyway.
So 对，这是我们的。我们今天聊天聊好多哦。
Yeah, 我们需要 shut up.
啊？
我们需要闭嘴。
为什么？
时间。We don't have to. We can keep going if you like. But a couple of things I do want to say actually is thanks to everyone who's been doing, who's sort of signed up to more lessons, and to the people who came to the Hangout recently who sort of said, I like these Hangouts, they're cool. Thanks for coming along. And for saying, and for doing free lesson and then saying, oh yeah, this seems like a good idea. And interesting, like one of the people mentioned that her current teacher that she's got actually wasn't with Mandarin Monkey. She's going to be with Mandarin Monkey now, but because she's met Susu, but did say that her 中文老师让她很紧张. And I was like, 很担心. I was like, wow, why? Like that's the wrong way to feel when you're learning a language. 应该是那种比较传统的 traditional 的老师会一直推你，就是说 Again, this is the problem. This is the 方法 is 推销方法 it's just it doesn't work.
对啊
Pushing people. I mean, I'm sure for some people, I'm not sure.
他们可能喜欢，有些人会喜欢啊。
But not many. Like I haven't met many that like, basically drill me until I cry. Keep saying pingo in my face until I understand. I don't understand that. And maybe it's just because I'm not that way and I've never really met anyone who likes it that way. I understand people who 他们喜欢 like structure. Okay, that's cool. And I understand people who also like free form. Like Darian, for example, whatever. She'll prefer free form conversation, more flowy kind of thing. I understand both, but the drilling, do you know what I mean? The pingo, 不对, like that approach.
太紧张了
or whatever, or making you feel nervous just generally. Like it should be a happy place
对啊
in a learning environment. Anyway.
我觉得开心学习比较重要，真的不是你今天一定要学10个字，一定要学20个字，是你真的有 enjoy 在这个上课里面是更重要的。
对，
因为至少会让你很开心啊，就是 when you're happy everything is good， 就是所有事情都觉得很 OK， even though it's hard, it's difficult， 但是你还是觉得 yeah, that's okay, I'll take my time to practice， 所以是开心比较重要。
你想你可以 tell like 你可以 tell a student who's not right for learning 语言吗？
一定有啊
like, quite quickly. I think I can.
The first lesson.
The first lesson you can tell like this person's not motivated to do this.
像我们也有一些就是说可以帮我的老公上课嘛，然后但是她的老公是
Yeah, this was so 我需要解释 所以 this is totally this is a bit of a different motivation. 所以她的老婆她要她的老公学中文 like learn Chinese and she pushed him into learning it. Now, he didn't want to learn it.
对啊
So his motivation was totally not there. So he started the lesson backwards, just like already in this kind of war or whatever, something. Like it just was so. And those people really need to be told, I think, probably straight up that
就说 it's okay 没关系，如果你真的不喜欢，那就 maybe in the future 你会喜欢啊 maybe you'll be interested in the future, but come back when you're interested， 这样就好了。
I think if your dongli is off, you need you're right. You need to get your motivation right first, and then think, I'm going to do this.
对啊
And that's the only way you're going to learn, isn't it? Because you need to have fun on the way. Otherwise, what's the...
对啊
Anyway,
其实现在很多的台湾的学生啊，他们要学英文也是非常的，他们会觉得很 painful， 他们会觉得我不要学英文，然后但是学校又说 yeah you need to learn 英文 because it's useful， 但是呢当他们到了20岁30岁，他们就会发现学英文很酷
Now,
学英文很有用那时候他们就会真的学，那时候他们学就是会学得很快，所以因为你的 motivation 你的动力在10岁20岁的时候是不一样的，在30岁的时候你就会发现学英文是好玩的，学英文是有用的，那时候你学英文才是真的有用。对啊，所以当你的动力回来的时候，你再来学中文，你会觉得其实学中文很好玩，没有那么的讨厌，没有那么的 无聊。
Yeah.
对对对，所以动力很重要哦。
Of course. Thank you everyone for leaving a like on the YouTube video. It obviously helps with the algorithm and stuff to get us to show to new audiences. Also, people who leave reviews on the Apple podcast app and that kind of stuff, that obviously helps for other people to find us as well. We already are the number one Chinglish podcast in the world. 但是 we could always be bigger and better and get to more people and try and help a lot more people. It's a fact, by the way. It's a fact. We are the most passionate Mandarin learning community in the world.
没错
Bar none. So if you do want to join, come to mandarinmonkey.com, have a look at our memberships. Right now it's $10 a month to join in the Hangouts. Hangouts don't fail, right? They don't fail. It's a great time. It's an absolute like
the best.
You know,
也
it's
不
like
是 the best， 但是就是一个对
$10 a month. It's like a no-brainer.
对，就是你可以在这个 Hangout 里面可以认识很多的朋友，也 meet friends， 然后大家一起开心的学习，开心的讲中文，这是很重要的。对呀，好，如果你们有任何问题呢，可以写信到 chat@mandarinmonkey.com， 或者呢到我们的 www.mandarinmonkey.com/lessons， 你们就可以找到所有 every information.
You certainly can. Don't forget that we are currently on an intensive course beta testing stage at the moment. We've got 2 students who are running through the intensive course. I think they're finishing it this week.
In the end of May.
Oh, are they?
Erasmus.
Erasmus is going to finish at the end of May. Right, okay. But in the next couple of weeks, we're going to start sealing it up and then getting it offered out to the public as well. So please go to sign up for the waiting list if you're interested in having an intensive course. That is like 100% Mandarin environment over a series of weeks. Go and have a look, get on the waiting list, and we'll email you all the information as soon as it's ready.
没错，好，谢谢你收听，谢谢你收看，我们下次见喽，拜。
Bye, these.